Hey everybody, how's it going? Making sure I am on live chat. Let me try to get my tablet figured out. Hey Holly, hey Cats, hey ProPool. This is really nice weather today. Sorry, not to be like, but it's really nice outside. Like the sun's hot, but the breeze is nice. Very nice. It's strong enough that it keeps the mosquitoes off whenever I was out doing my critters this morning. Well, like feed and water them. Hey Bella, how's it going? Come on, tablet, we could do this. I actually charged my tablet uh in time. Hey Lindy, hey Kizzy. I don't know what I'm doing. Boop boop. So I think today we're gonna be tidying up quite a bit. It is a mess in this house. Like such a mess. And we did a bit of rearranging again, just like very minute, like relatively, amount of rearranging. How do I find my link to my videos? If I only knew. Oh, there it is. Cool. There we go. ProPool, that helps tremendously. If everybody could do the @YvonneWilliams when you guys are talking to me, it lets me know that you're talking to me and not to each other. And that way I can see your comment and then reply to you. He says, yep. Hey there. Hey, Marcy. Made it on time-ish. You're pretty much on time. Vaughn looks frozen with surprise. I do? Are we lagging again? Let me make sure I'm on space internet, not house internet. Yeah, I'm on space internet. Hey, Mandy. If you ever need. Thanks, Christina. I'm learning how to style it. And I channeled my inner Karen vibes today. And every time I feel like yelling at a manager, I just go and argue with the cat. It's really helping. You did get the notification. We sent it out in an email to everybody. So you guys should be getting an email. And if you haven't, sign up for our newsletter over on our website, backtooearthcreations.com. And that way you don't have to rely on YouTube to send you notifications. I am on live chat, I think. I'm on live chat on the phone, top chat on the tablet. So thanks, I'm getting that sorted. There we go. Yeah, she's such a good girl. Thanks, Suzanne. We did a tutorial showing you how to make your own. And I absolutely love that color of green. I think today that's my favorite color of green. Hey, Marjorie. Or is it Marjorie? Marjorie, there we go. Hey, in South Carolina. Aw, thanks, Stacy. So yeah, we have a messy desk on our hands today. So we are going to be sorting this out while we do some Q&A maybe. We'll just, I don't know, we'll kind of see. Aw, Dana. Dana. Oh, that's my middle name, but spelled different. I like that spelling. It's beautiful. You are more charismatic than you realize. It's because I save it up all day, like all week actually. I don't talk to anybody, like barely talk to Randy, and so I'm like so lonely. I'm like, hello, humans. Yep, saw the tutorial the other day. Right on, Pi. That is neat compared to my desk. Well, I'm fixing to shoot a video this afternoon, so I had to make sure that my nails were nice, and then I buggered them up, because, you know, that's what I do, as you do. um, and I need to look like I'm a professional person who makes YouTube videos, so I don't want there to be, like, clods of dog hair tumbleweeding across my desk while I record. Do you have any videos that would help with improving my wire weaving? I've been working at it forever and it is still awful. Stacy, we do have one video that's like a wire weaving troubleshooting, but so much of it like whenever you're looking at your wire weaving and you're like, "Oh, this is awful." What's awful about it? And that will help you kind of pinpoint what it is that you need to practice on. Oftentimes, problems that I see in my own and other people's wire wrapping when they're like, hey, how can I improve this? Is with your core wires might be getting a little bent out of shape. too much, and so that's something to address. And then also another very common issue in wire weaving is maintaining tension while you're wrapping your core wires, like while you're actually doing the weaving, and those are two completely different ways of kind of addressing what you're doing. Oftentimes the best thing I can recommend is to try like a dummy thick core wire, like upgrade yourself to like a 16 gauge core wire, and then do your weaving with like a 28 gauge. You might be a new you might be a little heavy-handed with it and break it a lot at first, but this is practice. That's what it's for, is to kind of work out all the kinks, so to speak, and kind of get that taken care of. Because oftentimes, like if you're trying to do your weaving with like a 20 gauge core wire and a 24 gauge weaving wire, it can be done and it looks pretty cool, but it's like so challenging to not mess up your core wires and make them look all like and it's so difficult to maintain the tension on your weaving wire. So that might be the first step, and kind of see if from there if you're still having problems. So I hope that that's helpful to you. Lisa says, I got your box yesterday. Love the calves. One of them reminds me of photos from space. Ah, right on, Lisa. Yeah, now keep in mind, everybody who's been getting our cab boxes from the website, your first month with us over on backtruthcreations.com with our craft along club, your first month is a double box. So I'm trying to warn people, that way they don't get like upset or sad whenever they get their box next month and it's just like regular amount of cabs. So I have not been. Mandy says, I always mess my nails up, usually right before they should be set. Right. And I waited like an hour, but I don't know. They just got boogered up. Felt like an hour at least. Okay, I answered that. Rebel says, a little package arrived today and I've been wrapping. Oh, I'm glad they arrived safely. Who's Randy? Teresa says, got my craft kit today. Love the colors. I want to try my hand at the teardrop one wired with square wire. Do it. You can do it, Teresa. Buying $50 today. Will it come with half round and or square round? Not this month, Pro Pool, because we can only fit so much in the box and the double cabs are taking up a bunch of space, but we're saving our half round and square for next month, because we kind of need to see if we're even going to have enough. So we're in this odd transition period. We're kind of just sticking to our same old round wires that we've got a bunch of. Tumbleweeding, my new favorite verb. It's a true thing though, Mark. Like I don't want to like sigh and have the dog fur just flying everywhere. Oh, I'm glad all y'all like my hair. I had fun styling it today. I do think I like having bangs better than having it swooped up. So Sabrina says, should we cancel our Patreon? That's a really good question. If it depends on your plans, when you should cancel Patreon. And the big overarching answer to that is yes, but there's a little asterisk, like, there's a fancy word for that I learned the other day. And I can't remember what it is. Caveat? Is that the word? Maybe. If you cancel your Patreon like today and then wait to sign up until September 1st, you're gonna have like a down period of not having access to our members exclusive streams. So if that happens, just send us an email with like, hey, I'm info@craftalongcon.com and I'm going to be signing up on September 1st. This was my name on Patreon, but I've canceled, and give us the email that you're going to be signing up with, and we'll go ahead and just manually add you into our system, which we are capable of doing now. And so caveat, yes, thanks, Mark. So yeah. Oh boy, I lost my train of thought. Hey, Sugarbug, can you bring me my coffee?
I gotta bring you coffee?
Please.
Bad enough I gotta make it for you.
I know, he made me coffee and breakfast today. Thank you, honey. But and that's if you're like me and you're forgetful and you just want to get it taken care of, you can go ahead and cancel your Patreon, send us an email and we will get you taken care of. Thank you, honey. Oh no. It's okay. Thanks, Sam. I'm feeling really good. I bathed today and that was like a really good idea. What? But no, I love having short hair, you guys. And y'all, I worked out this morning. I did like exercising without pants on. So it wasn't on, like, we didn't shoot any vlog today. None of it was on the vlog, but I had a really good time.
Not the shower, not the workout. But I'm the fans only now.
Oh no. Suzette says, I'm watching with 3 of my 14s. They're excited to see you live. Oh, good Lord. Hello, Rose, Christina, and Serenity. I'm so sorry that your mom chose this live stream to share with you. I promise. Oh, God. It doesn't get any better than this, honestly. It gets much, much worse. Loud noises. Randy's cleaning out the kiln. Randy is a sweetie. Oh, Sam, congratulations on the job.
Okay, that's fine.
Right, Pam. Callie moved since Saturday's stream? Not really. I don't wear polish because I have some strange fingernails. I actually specifically wear polish, Lisa, because this fingernail, and this fingernail are all like half detached from their nail bed from like misuse and abuse. So I paint them so that people stop asking me, oh my God, what happened to your nails? And I have to be like, I'm a troll. And I think I had actually, I don't know.
Bro.
Do what?
Said my bad, bro.
What?
I had some fans instead of.
Oh, gotcha. Cool, just curious. Have to place a pair wire order too then. Yeah, for sure. How ready are you for next week's auction? Daniel? I'm not at all, actually.
Shut your mouth.
You shut your mouth, Daniel. Try recording with 5 cats and a dog and a parrot. It's so much fun. At least I'm not bored. Oh, Dana. It's bad enough with just the 2 dogs and the 2 cats. And a Randy.
Hey, you do your fair share.
I do my fair share. Wait, of what?
Shedding.
Oh, no. I was just talking about, like, the noise.
Oh.
You're pretty good about it. What do you draw above your ring liner? I just did a dot today because, I don't know, I think I'm getting like a mole or a wart or something. Like, my old lady hag spots are growing in, so I'm putting makeup on them. I have your strong nails, though. Mine are squishy, thin, and soft no matter how much collagen I consume. Right on, Mary. And that's my friend Tracy. She uses those press-on nails, and they look amazing on her. And she, like, gives the best back scratches and stuff. So, my friend's punk rock haircut. Oh, well, thanks, Alan. I like it. I was worried I looked like one of those Karens from the memes. And so I was like, hashtag not all Karens. And then I wanted to go yell at the manager, so I argued with the cat for a bit. Oh, wow, Stacy, 14 cats, 6 of them newborn kittens. I wouldn't get anything done with that much cute just laying around. Thought they were just dots, couldn't quite see. More angles. Some angles made them look like hearts, some like stars. I don't know.
Actually.
What's up, love?
We need to go through our previous month's auctions boxes that have not been bought.
We do.
And okay, so we're more ahead of our auction than we thought.
We are more ahead on our auction than we thought.
Unless we just reminded somebody.
Unless you have contacted us recently, like in the past week, Randy and I are taking all of our old auction orders that have not been claimed, and putting them back up for bidding. So it's we don't want anything to fall through the cracks, but it's also we need to, like, they're collecting tumbleweeds of their own, so we're gonna clean them off and put them back into the auction this month. So and that's even if you have contacted us, like some of y'all we haven't heard from in like 2 months, and so we're like, it's not personal against y'all, we hope you don't get mad at us, but we're just putting it right back up for auction. So sorry. Lots of biotin works like a charm to help your nails and hair. I think I might just do that. Is that something that you like eat, or do you rub it on your skin? or like burn it. I think it's more fair if they haven't communicated within the month then their claim ends. It's we haven't heard from anybody about the auction in the last month. So today is the last day for, if you haven't replied to our emails to you, it's going back up onto the auction, where you were more than welcome to bid on it again, but because we do try to be fair, Tanya. I see you guys got hit hard by storm last week picking up branches. Just wanted to say hi. Hey, Alan. We did. It stole one of our garden umbrellas. It was like on the 10th, the one that caused so much damage up in, I think it was Iowa, with the straight line winds and stuff. That same like end of the storm was hitting our area, and like everything was fine except for I was like, where'd my umbrella go? It's a vitamin. Can get it anywhere you want. Right on, Stacy. Oh, well, happy early birthday, Pro Pool. Hey, look forward to whatever you're making for us today. Hey, Dawn. I was gonna try to tidy up the desk, but I just been chit chatting with y'all this whole time. See you guys, same situation in New York, definitely tornado. Right on. No, it's a lot of the damage that we get in this area isn't necessarily always just from tornadoes. The straight line winds here are like really rough. Well, thank you guys. I'm glad y'all like my hair. I love it today. Cynthia's birthday is Thursday. What a good month to be born in. My granddaughter almost had no hair from her baby brother pulling it out, and now she has a ton of beautiful hair. Oh, goodness. That's rough. I should be at the auction, just can't guarantee that I'll be sober. Well, it's your birthday. You do you. Teresa says mail call. We don't have any mail today. Ready? Checked the P.O. box this morning and everything. Thanks, Lisa. I've shopped more on your site today. Ooh, Cynthia. Yeah, by the way, okay, I have to, like, give me 30 seconds to actually accomplish some cleaning here. We have done a shop update on Saturday, I think is when we typically do our shop updates. I don't know. And so we still have some cabs left over for sale if you guys want to head to backtoearthcreations.com. And you can buy them and then make stuff out of them. Is this a broken chain? Or is it just a regular chain? It seems just regular. Well, that's good to go. Huzzah. USPS is struggling right now. Is something going on? Like, I'm gonna have to Google it or something. Oh, geez. Amy said our shed blew off its foundation, and now we just have stuff sitting in the yard. Oh, no. I mean, I've got a bunch of crap sitting in the yard, but I don't have a good excuse like that. My boyfriend calls all crafters Yvonne. Oh, really? Pi says you have the wrong color hair for a Karen. Besides, I doubt you could be that mean. I don't know. I feel feisty. It's an invasive plant native to Russia, if I remember correctly. Really? That's so odd. Like, I wonder how it got its foothold as, like, a quintessential thing in, like, Western movies and stuff, of just, like, the tumbleweeds tumbling across. Created a website that actually sold real tumbleweeds. Holy crap. I live on the ocean front in Virginia. We have almost 2 weeks of rain. Today is finally sunny. Oh my gosh. But the rest of the week will be storms. I found a weirdly fascinating video about tumbleweed. Right on. Another one. I love shit storms. Please tell us where you got those shallow drawers on your desk. Those would be awesome for crafting. Stacy, they are awesome for crafting. I got these on Amazon. And this model, the little dividers are glued in. Whoa, running over my fan. But these ones here, I love them. Absolutely love them. Because so much crafting stuff is like, doesn't need a whole drawer this deep. These ones, the little dividers, well, son of a bit, they do lift out. They're just really in there. And they're perfect for, I use the pencil inserts that whenever years and years ago Randy had purchased, he had gotten me a big thing of Prismacolors, and I use these to set into the trays to keep my Prismacolors lined up. But older models, depending, I don't know if it's just on the manufacturer or on the reseller, but this was from like 4 or 5 years ago, and this has removable dividers, which was very nice. But I gotta scooch across because Lord knows I don't need to get actually off my butt. I would use my legs like a normal person. Oh, thanks, Susan. But whereas these ones, I really like it for like all the stuff like half finished projects that would just be laying about on my desk. They can stay dog hair free ish. Like this is all the stuff we have for the auction, you guys. Like I need to get to work hard. And then wounds from Rebel. I wonder. I don't know if this is going to be any good for putting wire in, but let me put these away. Okay, I'll keep on cleaning. I can't fit this guy in there, but he still needs painted anyhow. That's a half finished project. This is 18 gauge half round. Nina says, cute haircut. Can't believe you cut it. It was, I told myself before that it was like last time I got something done to my hair professionally, I was like, I'm either going to get a perm or a pixie cut. And I went with a perm. And then the curls only lasted about as long as what the smell did from getting the perm done, which stank. Stink. I'm gonna set those over there. And I'm gonna set these over here. But
you want me to put these caps on? Not that they're done dry.
Yes, please. So this time I went with a pixie cut, and I really, really like it. And I think the fact that I'm going on a 4-day backpacking trip, and I was just tired of wearing my hair in a bun all of the time, and having migraines from like my heavy hair. Even without my dreads in, I was getting migraines, and it was just kind of frustrating. So now I've got short hair, and I really like it, and I think it's going to be much more manageable whenever I go backpacking. It certainly is nice. I still haven't gone to the gym to swim yet, just because Rona and stuff. And I'm like, stay home if I can. I think, and the app crashed, but we're back. Stacy says, do you remember who makes them or the name of them? I don't. I bet if you let's do some searching over on the old Amazon. How do I even find Amazon? There it is. You're damn near out of the cabs on your site. Whole 13 left. That's amazing. That's y'all buying cabs off of our website directly funds us buying groceries. So thank you guys. Which we still, for those of y'all who keep up with our blog, we still, just yesterday, we went out and did a little batch of groceries. But this afternoon, we're going to be going out and like really restocking on groceries. Okay, so I'm going to search art supply drawers. Or organizer. No, I'm going to do drawers on Amazon. And click search. What's up, baby?
Of these diaper ones you did,
Yeah?
3 of the 4 came out like this.
Oh, that's okay. I think it's still really pretty. Something that we might do is set them on top of some black.
Yeah, maybe.
And refire, but I thought they still looked nice.
Yeah, it's just.
Or we could snip it off and refire them.
We might do that.
Okay. Could grind them too.
Do you want me to grind that much?
It'd give us a little bit more control than just snipping.
Yeah.
But if you put it in the bin. Okay, I found it. I have added it to my suggested purchase list over on Amazon, which I don't even know if we actually have a link for that anymore. But it's for a for a 5 drawer is like $35 on Amazon, which is pretty expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you, like that's a lot to pay for a set of drawers in my heart. But worth it, I feel like. Especially when how much are those like plastic ones from Walmart that are like $5 a piece, but they're huge and they break and they. Oh my God, Lindy says thank you for being a beautiful unicorn person. You're a ray of sunshine. Well, thank you. Is my horn showing? No. Yeah, we crashed. So I'm going to refresh by closing out of that and clicking on the thing again. There we go. Sorry guys, I don't know what's up. Okay. I think I'm all caught up on comments. Artist art box. Yep. Hey Jim. Yeah, there are several suppliers.
Hey, love.
What's up?
You know what today is?
Giveaway day?
It's the 18th.
What happens on the 18th?
Nothing. It's just the video's title is the 28th.
Really? Son of a... Why am I like this? Okay. I'm from the future, you guys. And it's awesome. Let me tell you what. Son of a bitch. Sorry. Trying to get car fix figured. I could watch you live, but no, I have to get the car done on Friday. But I need to change the date on live stream for the 18th today. Yeah, Randy just brought that to my attention. Whoopsie. Son of a biscuit eater. I like that one, Mandy. I really do need to figure out how to manage my vulgarities a little bit more. Because, there's people don't want to hear that crap all the time. So sorry for my potty mouth. Oops. Okay. Poop mouth. Oh gosh, I'm super behind on Stones on the Beach. I like that. Hey Penny. Do you notice the date on there? Didn't even register. Right on, Angie. Son of a biscuit. Right on. Jim says, long time no see the leather. Almost thought you gave it up. Oh, not at all. I don't know, whenever I'm just frumping around the house, I don't feel like I just wear like the same like 3 shirts and leggings like around the house, and I was going through the closet and I was like, I miss wearing my fairy dresses and stuff, and I was like, well, I'm a grown up, I can wear whatever I want. So I got dressed up today. Have they managed to find a way to perfectly toast marshmallows every time in the future? Not yet, Daniel, but the struggle persists. Oh, yeah, what's up, Amy? It says, I had a question about pair wire and wondered if you could help. Dawn. Ooh, if you can try to make a wire crown, that would be fun for us. Right on. Still trying to tidy up. This is solid copper. Because I try to not wear my hands out too much before I'm going to be shooting 2 tutorials this afternoon before we go and get groceries. And I don't want to have a bunch of blisters again. I can't get it to come to me in spools, only bags. A lot of that depends on what wire you're getting, because oftentimes the 18 gauge square and half round that I get will be in bags. Also the 16 gauge that I get, sometimes I get in bags if I get a whole bunch of it, sometimes I get in spools. Holly says, have you checked your mail recently? My mom used to use flowers as her cuss words for me, so I lag behind because it's my signal, but I'll be watching full later. Right on, Holly. Randy checked the P.O. box this morning. So, and he said there wasn't there weren't any packages. What up, baby?
I was able to change it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, honey. Ah, Paul is searching Amazon for those drawers and wants to know if they're only available in the future. Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
You know the list that I sent you to buy stuff?
Yeah.
Can you share that link?
Sure.
Okay. Randy's going to share the link to our Amazon list where we have the drawers posted. And so if you guys purchase them through that link, that helps out Randy and I's company. But then I will also be adding it to our... What's just happened? Why is this happening? Where'd my YouTube go? Wow. My YouTube app just crashed. There we go. I'll be posting it to our toolkit later today. Thanks, Holly. I like it too. It holds the heat in though. I tell you what. And I think I'm going to go through and relace it with shock cord. That way I have a little bit more range of movement. Godzilla the Hunt. Stacy says, I started with cheap wiring tools to see if I would like it, but struggling. Would getting the Parawire and metal tools make a huge difference? Getting the Parawire will definitely make a big difference, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like these pliers right here are like $6 on Rio Grande. I think it's like $6 to $8, so they are not on the spectrum of pliers. These are not like super fancy high, like top shelf pliers. My favorite round nose pliers, that when did the spring break? These are, I think, I don't know, $5 or $6, maybe $8 on Amazon. None of my pliers, except for like I think these guys are $12, but these are also a luxury, not a necessity for wire wrapping. I tend to not pay. Oh, son of a duck. See, I'm practicing less vulgarity already. Ah, my elbow. Oof. I try to not pay over $8 to $10 for any of my pliers because whenever we were traveling a whole lot, I was like, I'm gonna lose these any day now. I could lose them. Sometimes they get mixed up and taken home with somebody whenever we teach classes. So plier quality isn't necessarily going to make or break your wire wrapping, but wire quality can and will either make your life more difficult or easier. And Parawire is very affordable on the spectrum of like craft wires and stuff. They do also have silver filled options if you want to get a little bit more fancy smancy with your stuff. But and they have, while they have enameled, they do also have bare copper as well. And then Rio Grande also has bare copper in square and half round as well. Right, Christina? But yeah, it's one of our friends. Gosh, I haven't talked to Megan in ages. That's about how it goes though. But one of our friends that we had made at an event was trying to learn how to wire wrap, and on the second day of the event, because we talked about it the first day, and she was like our neighbor at this motorcycle rally, and it was a very slow sales event, and so the second day she brought from home the piece that she had been working on and the wire that she was wrapping with, and it was a very springy like steel wire, and which is pretty good for making like jump rings or something out of, but not for getting something to like really hold its shape. And then I was like, well, here, try using some of this, and she was doing the same things that she had been doing with this steel wire with Parawire, like the enameled copper. And she was like, oh my gosh, this is so much easier, because like whenever you try to make a spiral with some wires that are a little bit too springy, or maybe a little too brittle, they won't get the nice curve shape, and then they won't hold their shape too, which is always very frustrating. The Parawire brand that I really like has on all the colors that I use. I've heard mixed results from some of their more vibrantly like not base metal toned wires. Can like aren't as durable. I've heard. I don't have any personal experience with that. My personal experience is with their base colors like silver, titanium, bronze, vintage bronze, copper, and antique copper, as well as like black and hematite. All of those have held up fantastically for me through all sorts of overworking and hammering and shaping and all sorts of stuff. So whereas like artistic wire, while being very affordable, I have a lot of problems with it flaking, and then also the silver does not age well. It turns to like gold and then copper very quickly. Like in the span of I think 4 or 5 craft shows of it just being out on our display, like it had turned gold, which is fine. Like it's not fine actually. To me, it's not fine because I don't want somebody to buy something from us with it being silver toned and then like 6 months later it's gold toned. That's not cool. So yeah, typically at Hobby Lobby, the Parawire will be in their like vintage section. Bella Ann says the color wire is poop, flakes off right on. Well, it's good to know what you're shopping for then. Bev says, ooh, Zurons. Worth the pennies of issues with my flat nose ones being far too wide to wiggle into tight corners. I was thinking of the tweezer nose Zurons. Zurons are so fancy. I don't even, like, I almost feel like they burn me. They're so expensive. It's like that kind of thing that whenever you're a kid at the store and it's like, put that down. Like, I don't know. I'm not fancy enough to use Zurons, I guess, in my heart. I tried to get Parawire at Hobby Lobby near me in Tennessee, but they were nearly wiped out, so I bought the brand Onawire. I think that's what it's called. The Onawire, I actually have some of that. Let me grab it and I can show you, because that has some uses. So the Onawire is, I really like their flat aluminum. That's pretty cool. And I also like their 16 gauge aluminum wire. Now this stuff I will sometimes use in stuff that's not going to be structural. Like if I'm doing some decorative wrapping or something, but it's not going to be part of the bale and it's not going to be something that's going to like, you'll have to really be holding up because it's a really, really soft wire. Then I don't mind using the Onawire. I also use this a whole lot in my headdresses because I actually, or not headdresses, but like circlets, like something that's just very dainty. Actually, let's make a circlet while we're sitting here. But that way it's something that can be nice and dainty, but without having like, you want it to be able to shape to people's heads. And sometimes having a little bit more of a malleable wire can really be helpful with that. So let's see, what are we going to put on the circlet? Do I have any beads just sitting about that need used up? I need to use those guys for sure. Those are gorgeous. Maybe not in the circuit though. What's that? Is that a bead? That is a bead, but it won't fit. Okay, here's the bead. Rummage. Oh, I found a bobbin. That needs to go where it goes. Okay. Ooh, and a highlighter and little hair clips. Oh, dude, y'all, do y'all remember the tutorial where I made this? It's just been sitting in my junk drawer for like 30 years. Oops, still super durable though. Well, not 30 years, but like a super long time. No, come on. I know I got some beads in here that are good for something. Oh, like a wax and stamp sealer. Like, come on, get your life together. Pardon me while I have a rummage. I don't know, there's a particular shape that I like in headdresses for the main focal bead. And I'm just not finding any that are suitable. Oh, that's straight up busted. Well, dang it. I just can't find any beads that I like today. What's wrong with me? How crafting products aren't reasonably the same across the board. Dead soft should be the same no matter what company manufactures it. Yeah, that can be really frustrating. So it's on a wire brand softer than Parawire Dead Soft. Yes. On a wire is the softest wire I've ever used ever. So I'm actually just gonna wire wrap something. Just to demonstrate. Man, I guess I'm just in a mood. I'm gonna wrap one of these guys. Come here, you big boy. Your back's rough. Your back's rough. All y'all's backs. Oh, I guess that's why they're in this drawer is because they need their backs cleaned up. That one's good. Okay, let me grab a tripod. I'll be right back.
Didn't you just have this conversation like yesterday?
Yeah, probably.
You stated you know what happens every week. Yeah, you still don't prep.
We're gonna give away this box today. Oh yeah. What's up? Just a sec. Okay. I'm gonna have to watch that with the sound on. Because I just wonder at the context, you know? Who sent you that?
It's just Instagram.
Right on. Okay. Sorry it took me a minute. Also, we are having a giveaway today in about 18 minutes. So if y'all would like to participate in that, be sure to have gone and left a comment on last week's live stream. And that'll put your name in the hat for today's giveaway. Okay, so we're gonna get this moved over. Getting caught up on the comments. There we go. There we are. Amy says, dude, your tripod is enormous. Yeah, I'll actually show you guys. This tripod is my favorite because it's so versatile. Randy says it's not the size of the tripod that matters. But yeah, I wanted something that had this like boom style arm, so it could reach over without something being in the way, but I still am always like knocking it. But there's a 5-pound ankle weight around it because my camera's so dummy thick that it tips it over. So it has the wide foot base and it goes very tall. Like it's almost on its shortest setting right now, but you can adjust it here and make it go even taller, which is very, very handy. Propos says you should see my monopod. Okay, so, but you can see, I don't know if I can demonstrate actually through video how easily this wire is bent. Just because it's a much more tactile thing than it is visual. Kay says, are we going to have a field trip today? There's no telling, Kay. We never know. I try to plan out these live streams, and it's like herding cats, but it's just me. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, I'm gonna get some more lighting in here too. There we are. Okay. Oops. There I go kicking the tripod. It's so furry in here. Bev says hammock. It is great for getting aerial shots, I bet. Okay, so I'm just going to come through on my mandrel. And knowing that this is a much softer wire, I'm going to go through and do 3 rotations around our mandrel. Keep you on your toes, yep. And now with it still on the mandrel, I'm going to do 2 like twist tie style twists. Just like that. And that will help stabilize, because I don't want whenever we tug on one of the wires for it to distort the loops of the bail. But now we can come in and there is a whole caravan of people just walking by our house. And not a one of them's the mailman. And so I like to splay it out just like that. Trista says, I finally catch a live stream anytime. Getting the website up and running and doing so good. Thanks to you guys. Oh. Jim. Can you show it side by side with the same gauge of parawire to see the difference? Sure. Now, parawire is, well, that's a 20 gauge that's tangled in with my 16 gauge because this life is a nightmare. There we go. This is 16 gauge parawire, which is American wire gauge. This is 16 gauge on a wire, which I do believe is standard wire gauge. So it's closer to an American wire gauge, like 14, I think, maybe. So you can see it's just a bit thicker, but it's much softer, which again, I'm not certain of how to demonstrate in a video. And so there are things to just keep in mind whenever you're using a very, very soft aluminum wire. It does still have uses. You just have to be mindful of it. So I'm going to prop those twist tie ties. The American wire gauge is smaller, unlike with the bananas.
We're not talking bananas here.
We're not talking bananas here. But you can see it actually shapes really easily. Ah, got you. Yeah, voice to text is like the worst, Trisha. But it just settles right down where you want it to. Ooh, a draw plate. Now that's an idea. And this aluminum will work harden a bit, but it is, in my experience, always softer than its copper counterparts. But it really lets you kind of just smush it and, shape it around. It's my favorite for doing itsy bitsy spirals, which is something that all of us will need to be practicing for our upcoming tutorial. And it actually coils up really well. Scratch that. It is a good core wire for coils. There we go. Panicked screaming woman in there. Oh! Like, I got you. Okay, and now we're gonna keep shaping around. Bev says, "Oh feck." Well, we will show you a way of making spirals. So there's one rotation around, and let's go ahead and do the second. And I actually really like the on a wire, not just because it's so inexpensive, but for teaching classes, because oftentimes you might not somebody who's a beginner might not have the hand strength to be wrenching around some 16 gauge, copper. But I mean, you can see how much we're doing here, even without pliers. Okay. And so just like that. And I tried to use a 16 gauge on a wire as a base wire for weaving. It came out looking mangled because it's so soft. It does, Stacy. I don't recommend it as a base for weaving, but as a base for coiling, it holds up pretty well. And I'll demonstrate that here in just a moment. So now, using 2 finger widths past the edge of the bead, that is about 1.25 inches, it looks like. Ooh, Susan says I'm on the market for a decent rock tumbler. I haven't actually done any rock tumbling. We have a bunch of quartz that we had mined. I say mined, we picked it out of a dirt pile at Ron Coleman mine down in Arkansas. But kind of close, right? That we intend to tumble, but I too would be interested in if anybody has any recommendations. Amy, this is a resin bauble that we've made using a mold that we got on Amazon and some Prolex powder. Very, very lightweight. Trisha says, well, I'm loving the way that wire works. My fingers are so sore putting out a lot of work, though. Yeah. If you save some of your wire trims, what do you use them for? I save all of my wire trims in a bin like this, and I'll go through, and sometimes I just need like a little thing, like a little bit of wire to make like a link or something. But I just tossed the aluminum out because I don't think I put it in the same bin, because I try to keep this to be just straight copper, because if I end up not using it or if it's too small, I'll melt it down. Now, something that I do want to demonstrate with this on a wire, something that you're really going to need to watch out for. Hey, Abby, how's it going? Is, and this is something we can demonstrate side by side with a comparable-ish thickness of copper, is if you squeeze, it's gonna pinch the heck out of your wire. Like, do you see that? Like, I can actually cut this wire with my pliers, which gives like a really cool like little tapered bit. But to demonstrate again with hopefully the camera being in focus, I can cut it. That's how soft this is. Resin's a lot of fun, Marie. Whereas with parawire, I'm squeezing even harder and it's not cutting into it. Like, at all. Well, okay, a little. There's a little bit of a dimple right there. But I was squeezing the heck out of it. There's no reason to ever need to be squeezing your stuff that hard. So, that being in mind, you'll want to practice on a little bit of scrap to see what kind of grip you need to be having with it, so that you're not leaving a bunch of marks. And also, oftentimes, I'll try whenever I'm making my spirals to just hold it in one spot. Maybe not as close to the tip as what you normally would with your parawire, but I'll get in there, get that spiral going, and then snip off the bit that's been pinched, and then very gently try to scooch it around And that way we don't have little pinch spots. But I'm just going to come in and spiral that down. And the more practice you get, you won't have to snip off the end. But I actually kind of like it. It makes for a rounder spiral, whereas a straight spiral like that. And then you can come in and just use your fingers even to smoosh. It's a very smooshy wire. And then we can bring our mandrel back into play and make sure that our bail is actually centered. There we go. And that all of our little rings are the same size. There we are. Scooch that back out. Use our fingernails to mush about. And there we are. And this is something that I would feel confident in selling. Resin. It's resin. Like you can see on the back, it's got this like lip from where it was in the mold. With the on a wire, all of the different tones that they have, or on a bead, I think, or on a wire, all the different tones that they have is still aluminum. It's just been anodized to be a different color. Jean, I don't actually use a mold release in my molds. I use silicone molds. But, woohoo! Something else for the auction. Fantastic. It's on Amazon is where we had purchased it. There should be a link to it on our toolkit. A lot of the links go in and out of stock, but it at least gets you started shopping in the right direction. And even if the link that you follow off of our toolkit page, just that it, like, even if it's the product is no longer available, just that you got to Amazon through our link still helps us as Amazon affiliates. Like, we still receive a portion of your order. It's like 1% or something, but it still greatly helps our company at no additional cost to you. Oh, Amy, I bet this would be so cute. Yeah, well, I'm glad to be helpful to you, Stacy. Another site said I had to use mold release, so more money to them. It can be helpful, and it can make your molds last longer. Holy crap, Neve, how's it going? And then if you're using stiff molds, yes, 100% gotta use mold release. Ooh, we have 3 minutes until our giveaway. So let's get this back up in there. Yeah, for sure. It's been ages. Oh, and I'm having allergies hard from rummaging through those bins. Ah, Bev says, and that is why my chainmail was so awful. Oh no, I used aluminum wire for my jump rings. Now, not all aluminum is created equal. Like the aluminum on a wire, this stuff is way too soft to use for jump rings. Ah, Abby, I got it chopped off. And I like it much better. Hey Diane. Aw, thanks, Neve. The wire that we would make our rings out of when we were using aluminum, and that like Chainmail Joe, I'm pretty sure, uses to make his rings out of, and the aluminum rings on the Ring Lord are all made out of like, it's like a welding diode aluminum, different alloy than this. It's a very bright and shiny aluminum, but it's much, much, much stiffer. And that's much better for chainmail rings. So if you see that a ring is made out of aluminum, that could mean a couple of different things. So depending on who you get it from, I highly recommend the ringlord.com and Chainmail Joe off of Amazon, because that's what Randy and I use in our work. Do you have a link with Parawire to get a percentage back to your company as well? I don't, Tim. I just really like Parawire's stuff. And I don't know, I kind of feel like in a perfect world, not everything's about money, so I just like promoting their company without necessarily getting a percentage. Now we do link to Parawire on Amazon sometimes, and we do get a percentage that way, but that's through Amazon, not Parawire. Because this is gonna sound, gosh, man, I'm such a hypocrite, but it's like I don't mind being like, all right, Amazon, yeah, give me a bit of that money. But with like Parawire, they feel more like real people, not just some like corporation. And so I'm like, I want them to make and keep all of their money. Whereas with Amazon, I'm like, you suck, give me a dollar. Or something, like, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I really need to, I am not an ethically sound person. Whenever I start digging into it a little bit more, I am a capitalist in hippies clothing. And I should work on that. But do what? Oh, you found the thing? Cool. Ah, Tim says gotcha because I use Parawire because of you. Oh, now you can definitely tell them, hey, Vaughn sent me. And then, I don't know, like, I like getting brownie points with them, but Joanna takes such good care of me, like, in their sales department. Like it's really nice to be able to just deal with her directly. Um, and I don't know. So I feel like they take really good care of us, and that I don't need to be paid to promote them because they have such a good product. So as long as they keep that shit up, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Giveaway time. Are y'all ready? Cynthia says, right, Parawire is a family company too. Yeah, I really like them. I think it'd be really cool to be able to go up and like see their factory and like look at it and stuff and like actually see where the wire's made. And I haven't contacted them about it because we're not going to be up in the area and who knows how long. But it would be really cool, I think, if whenever the Rona's hopefully her life gets back to normal and we can like travel again, and like people can interact with each other again safely. Probably not live stream because I don't know. I don't want stuff to be like all pixelated and stuff, but I would love to do like a video tour of their factory. And you never know what's going to be like a trade secret or something, like their enameling process. I don't know if they'll demonstrate that or anything like that, but I do think it'd be really cool to get some like how it's made style video footage of the Parawire company, and like just, I don't know, I think that'd be really cool. And just to like actually get to like meet them and like high five them and be like, you guys are awesome, thank you. Because what they do makes what we do possible, because I wouldn't be able to sell my jewelry as hopefully affordably as what we try to, with such high quality, if their products weren't available. I would have had to have made the adaptation to sterling, and maybe even like silver filled or something, but then our stuff would be so much more expensive. But their titanium toned stuff, I feel like gives me a comparable look to antique sterling silver at a fraction of the price, not just for me, but for y'all. Jim says, garden tour? Gotta see the chickens. Well, that's in tomorrow's vlog. It's sunny outside. Gross. And nice, but also gross. Oh, thanks, Dream. Ah. Is anyone having an eating frenzy like I'm starving all the time? Oh no, Jean. I don't know. I've been behaving myself-ish this past hour.
You stole half my breakfast.
You gave me half your breakfast. But yes, I did steal it. Oh, Callie's like, why are y'all yelling? Well, I'm dirty. I love that hat so much. You ready for the giveaway, Randy?
Yeah.
Okay. And while you're there, tell him not to cut things to small lengths. So he wants whole spools of the right on, Beth. And also, if you contact them, a lot of the times you might be able to like send them an email and see if they have any bulk spools of what you're looking for available. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that little kitten. Oh, it's a big yawn. Who's a sleepy girl? I love that cat so much. Okay. Hey, baby. Oh, hello. You're yawning too? Just everybody.
Well, I got up a few hours before you did.
You did, didn't you? You let me sleep in. I really appreciated that this morning. I slept until like almost noon. It was nice.
Ready?
Okay, so can I show them what I'm giving away today?
Oh, yeah. I guess we can do that. I don't know.
So today you get this cardboard box. With stuff in it. Yay! Congratulations. Do you guys want to see what's in it?
No. They just want to see what... Who won the box?
It sounds durable. Do you guys...
Nice.
Huh?
It sounded nice.
It sounded expensive. No. Daniel wants to see what's in it. Cabs. No, okay, for reals, please. Some of our moon cutouts and probably, honestly, what might be the last of our resin cabs for a long while, because
it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. I've been enjoying taking a break, just not having to worry about having resin stuck to my arms and being all sticky.
Fur in the resin.
It's just nice. Okay, so the way that we pick our winners, we go to commentpicker.com/YouTube. Random comment picker. Well, no, the URL is just comment picker.
Well, it is, yes.
Well, and then we put in the link for the video, which is last week's live stream. And then
we see how many comments.
Yep.
How is that 110? Is now 137?
137, right on. So
Go over.
he's gonna go right in, he's gonna click start, and we're gonna... Oh, you didn't even click it!
Well, yeah, you're not calling out.
Oh, sorry. Mark Leamy says, gonna miss seeing this live once I start with the teaching again. Well, congratulations, Mark. You're a winner, chicken dinner, and you get some cabs and stuff. So if you could send us an email at backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com. Gravity works super good. Backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com with where you would like your winnings shipped to. We will ship it to you promptly. We're getting much better about that. If we don't hear from our giveaway winners within a month of, like, you gotta send us an email with your shipping info. If we don't hear from you within a month, we just cycle it back into our giveaway rotation. So you gotta claim it if you're gonna win it.
So I haven't
Any parawire in the box? There isn't in this one. There is not. It makes the weight really high to put wire in it, and so we've kind of stopped putting wire in all of them. Just because it'll make the difference between like $3 shipping and like $6 shipping, and yeah. So
have you
thanks, Penny.
talked about the Patreon shuffle?
I haven't talked about that at all. I was gonna show them my table real quick.
Oh, okay.
So we rearranged the room again. We moved the table against the wall, and y'all look at how big it is in here. I got scooch over this way. Whee! It looks so like massively spacious, and I can do yoga, and I did my workout in here this morning, and I bet you I can hula hoop in this room again. Probably shouldn't.
You probably shouldn't.
But I'm probably gonna. Just, you know me.
You know, just with that big kiln in the way.
Yeah. Well, who would win in a fist fight? The kiln or my hula hoop? I think the kiln.
I sure would hate to risk it.
Yeah, that's true, because they're both expensive. You can play Twister too. That's athletically challenging. Randy and I, do we look like the kind of folks who just play Twister in our free time?
Left butt cheek red.
Left butt cheek red. We could play that. You could play Twister. I haven't played Twister since like 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade. But you hurt yourself and Randy will have to wait on you. Yeah. Oh, big gravy. We've got scooting room, Daniel. We surely do. Perfect types of earrings, necklace. Oh, well, thanks, Penny. It's the same stuff I was always wearing. I do think a pixie cut suits me better than just wearing that tight bun all the time. But if I grow it out a little bit, like an inch longer, I'll be able to put my dreads in on top, and I'm really excited about that. Yeah, he's such a goober, you guys. Both of them. Look at these mutts. Just being dogs all day. Just all the ding dong day. Oh, well, thanks, Jean. It's a lot easier to sweep without the table in the way. Okay, so on to super important business chat time. If you have not received your Patreon craft along kit,
which, to be honest, it only went out last week.
yeah, that's true. But a lot of people have started getting theirs already.
Yeah.
But if in the next week or two you have not received your Patreon craft along kit, which if there's any confusion
and
you paid for one, your Patreon kit will have a letter in it with like our calendar great big at the bottom. So that has a letter talking to you about the new changes that we're making over on Patreon as we transition to our website where we now provide our own subscription service, which is going pretty well so far. We've only had a few hiccups, no like fiery disasters, but we're keeping our ear to the ground.
But I have to add the caveat of if you paid for one, because we've had some people contact us with some rather absurd things.
We cannot cancel your Hulu account for you. We cannot cancel just because you're subscribed to us. We cannot cancel your other subscription services. Like, we've had quite a few people actually surprisingly contact us about this. And y'all, I know technology is hard, but I cannot cancel your Hulu account for you. I can't. Like, I don't know how to help you.
I'm just a dude on the internet, man.
You have to cancel Patreon and still move over to the new hotness. Ooh, right on. Right on, Droma. I'm glad it arrived safely. But about canceling Patreon, y'all are welcome to cancel immediately, whether or not you want to sign up with the new site. Randy and I are pretty done with Patreon. We're thinking we will probably keep it. We'll cap the tiers, but if people are just like, I'm done, I'm just not gonna check my messages or something, for at least the next couple of months, we're leaving the $1 and $5 tiers over on Patreon.
And the 10 digital.
Yeah, we have from back in like before February, we had transitioned to where we were doing the $10 cab boxes. So I had sent everybody who was in our $10 digital tier a message saying, hey, move on over to this tier if you're in the US and we'll ship you cabs for the same amount of money as what you were paying. And there are just a handful of people who, I don't know if maybe Patreon hasn't been sending them emails letting them know that they have private messages waiting on them, but they're still in that group. So to that group and the 1 in 5s, we'll still be providing digital content over on Patreon, but we are going to stop sending our cab boxes on Patreon in like 4 to 6 months. So we're making this transition hopefully as quickly and efficiently as possible with as little headache to y'all, to our backtoearthcreations.com craft along club, where Randy and I have so much more control over being able to help you guys. Like, we can go in and make modifications to, if you want the name to be different, if you want if you update your shipping information, you can just let us know and we'll go in and do that. And that way, like, we're actually able to help you guys whenever there's something complicated going on, instead of y'all having to navigate through the hellscape that is Patreon's help desk. Abby says, wait, was I supposed to get a message on Patreon?
Yep.
Yes, we sent everybody who is a current patron a private message on Patreon, so be sure to check your private messages. We also did a public post on Patreon with basically the same email put in where y'all can ask questions publicly, because sometimes like if one person has asked a question, you can just read through the comments and kind of, it's like a FAQ section.
Yeah. and also the new website subscription service is so much better.
You like
Like,
it?
I just love getting notified that, hey, something's happened.
Yeah, somebody canceled, somebody signed up. Like, it actually lets us know, which is amazing. And it charges, this is the biggest difference between Patreon and the Craft Along Club on our website, is on Patreon, you'd sign up and then you wouldn't get charged until the 1st, unless sometimes you got charged on the 24th for some reason.
That we have no control
Yeah,
over.
and they don't notify us. So you'll get charged on the 24th. We shipped on the 15th. We don't know more transactions have gone through. It's just,
Or more um, commonly, you were charged on the 1st or the 5th, or truthfully, anytime between the 1st and the 15th. And you're like, okay, I've been charged. I'm going to go ahead and unsubscribe.
in
I
which
just
case
want this
Patreon
one
takes you
thing.
off of our list. So we don't know that you paid unless we go through and like scour and search
Unless we
specifically.
specifically look for you by name, and we have no way of knowing that you have made that choice and left because we didn't get notified. So then you guys will message us like,
Be like,
two
hey,
to
where's
three
my
weeks,
package? And we're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Because, I mean, we want to, this is our job. We like doing it. We want to do
literally
it well.
say, well, let's look you up, and we're like, well, you're not on the list. Let's see if we mailed you anything. No. Okay, well, let's look you up individually. Ah, you were charged. You just never made it over to the list because we had no control over that. We were not notified that you were charged or left or came or went or anything.
What's great is that is more and more behind us every day. And moving forward, we don't have to mess with that crap anymore. We can actually help you.
We sat down yesterday and did quite a few packages. So if you have subscribed in the past 7 days, your package is on the way. Even this morning, we've
had a couple of people sign up this morning, which is amazing. Like, this is going
gotten up early
so much
and
better.
Gotten everything ready, and it was okay. Good, we're good. And I'm literally like about to go out the door, but I'm like, I'm gonna go potty first because the outside is crazy. And I'm pottying, and then my phone makes a noise, and I look, and I'm like, son of a. Now I've got to print out another scan sheet, which is fine. I'm going to complain about success. But it was just like, okay, that's good though, because now that hit me right before I went out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Now their package is on the way, and it's literally, unless you've ordered in the past hour, your package is on the way.
I want to finish.
And that's super, like, good.
He's very happy about this. It's the most Randy's talked in like a month. On Patreon, you'd be charged like within a time frame. On the Craft Along Club, you're charged the day that you sign up, and then that's the day that you're charged on recurring each month after that until you've canceled. So that gives you so much control over, sometimes the first of the month just isn't a good time for you. I know it's not for me because I'm still like, I hope, like, I don't get paid until like the 6th. So, that's whenever is much better for me to have, money pulled from my bank. So that gives y'all control over that. But that's just something to kind of be mindful of whenever you sign up, that you will be charged. Now, also, if you join, as a new member onto our Craft Along Club, either as a patron who's come over or somebody who's never been a supporter before, you, for your first month, you get a double cab kit. So the wire will be the same, but your cabs and stuff will be doubled from what they normally will be, which is pretty cool. Right on you. She says, I literally signed up for Patreon to support Vaughn and have not done anything else with it. So bye-bye, Patreon. Yeah. No, it's significantly like, and we've had folks send us messages about like, hey, can I signed up but it associated it with this email address, but I want to get the newsletter at this email address instead. We're actually able to go in and modify that for you. So if we were charged by Patreon on the website, I should be looking for 2 packages. Yes, Allison. And that's moving forward. Like in September, if you forget to cancel, we will be sending out packages in September as well. We're just really encouraging folks to kind of come over to the new website. So Rebel says, I just made a glass moon cab. How, Rebel? How do?
You're way far behind.
I am super far behind. Oh my God, Dawn. Is a moon mold or happy accident? That'll teach you to be right. I want a barrel of wine too. And we can hear Randy. Usually he tells us things, but we can't hear him. Yeah. Randy, Mad Extreme Kennedy. Do I have to go through PayPal? I'd rather just use my credit card. Currently, Kay, we do like the subscription service is provided through PayPal. So you do have to use a PayPal. Now, starting in September, we will have kits that are left over from August available for non-subscription purchase on our website.
It's a single time purchase.
It's a single time purchase. It'll be a double box, but it'll be kind of priced accordingly. If it's a double box, we'll have it listed.
Your own shipping.
It'll have but you can just use your regular credit or debit card through that payment processing that way. We have yet to find a subscription service not provided by PayPal that isn't like through Patreon or Subscribestar or something. So
or another one that's been constantly sending us like, you have $1 million waiting, and I'm like, I don't
what
think
is
that's
it like
right.
Swipe or something?
It's
or Spire
or Stripe,
I don't know, or Stripe is what it is. Yeah, and we get so much spam from them that's like fraudulent spam activity that we're like, I'm not even gonna try to use this. So I know some folks have horror stories about PayPal and getting hacked and stuff, but Randy and I have used it for over 12 years and never had any problems. So as a company, hey, yeah, we went Pixie hard. Yvette says, don't mind me, I'm not really here.
Wait for your next haircut.
I know, I kind of want to get like bleached tips and have it fade from red to purple, but I don't know. We'll see. We're liking it a lot better than Patreon, Abby. Oh, I missed one. So I made one using 4 layers of fiber and kiln paper, cut it out with a Stanley knife, filled it with Fritz, and it cooked. Rebel, that's brilliant. That's a really good idea. I wonder if we can cut kiln paper or like kiln fiber on the Glowforge.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Or maybe even on the Cricut. I don't know. Trying to get... Oh, thanks, Patio. Trying to... Angie says, love PayPal. It comes out as good as it looks at the moment. I'm ordering some super thick fiber paper, making a load of molds, and I get some real Frit coming. Nice. Now, how many uses do you get out of the mold, though? I've used PayPal for 15 years, no problems, right? And that's typically what we get from like feedback from people is they've either had 15 years with not a single problem, or it's been a working nightmare every moment that they've had a PayPal account. So I don't know.
What's your question about wire?
Huh?
Bella.
What? Oh, yeah, what's up, Belly? I missed that one, didn't I? I heard bleached tits. Sorry. What? Yeah. Oh, dude, this is just the beginning. Right on, Rebel. Kay says I'm locked out of PayPal. Oh no. I don't even know what that means. It crumbles once toasted. Gotcha. Right on. Hi, I'm Gina. Fabric textile beads have been a nightmare for me. I'm going to wait until she posts the full question.
Okay.
I know that there's a way to use PayPal to accept credit card payments without the other person having to have a PayPal. There is, Mandy, except for with the subscription service, you have to set up an account. That way it because it's a recurring charge. So that's where you have to kind of set up the account that way, like if that makes sense. So I think even people who already have PayPal accounts still have to set up a subscription account with us through PayPal. That way, I think that's how it's working actually. Thanks, Veronica. Just watch out for the fraudulent emails saying they're for PayPal, but not. Yeah, well, 100% drama, and that's, I mean, good internet etiquette in general. It doesn't matter if I'm getting an email from PayPal, from Amazon, from Etsy, from anybody.
From a Nigerian prince.
My Nigerian prince. I haven't heard back from him ever since I sent him feet pics.
Right? It's like all he wanted was your bank info.
I know. I was like, love first, my friend. But okay.
They're like, here's my cat's feet. My dog's
Let me finish my thought, beautiful man.
He's a bunny feet.
I did. It doesn't matter who sent me the email. I never click on links through email. I will go to what I know is the actual website page and sign into my PayPal from there and check the notifications, or sign into my Etsy from there and check my notifications, or even with Weebly, just never click on links that are to something that's like, hey, log in here to update your payment info. And it's like, don't do that. Don't click that button, Vaughn. So yeah, and now I do send you guys emails with links to our YouTube videos, but that's different.
There's some chicken feet.
There's some chicken feet. You're still on this, aren't you? They're called fabric artisan beads. I see them all over, but no tutorial on them. They're made with thread wrapped around wire, then wrapped around a coil. I do not know how to do that. Can you help? I have never heard of that, Belly. I'll have to look into that and kind of see what's up. But that sounds really interesting. Wow. I have seen ceramic molds of crescent moons with faces or kiln use, but haven't found any plain ones yet. I'm looking at a casting medium for making our own ceramic molds, because I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. Because I just want crescent moons, y'all. That's all I want, and they're so expensive, to buy. I make fabric beads, a lot of fun. Right on, Galen. I got a fake Facebook email the other day. The URL said face hook, very sneaky. I barely caught it. Yeah, and that's even because we get emails daily from all the different services that we use and stuff for running our business, and it's like, I don't trust any. I'm like, I don't trust you for a second. I'm gonna go to your website and click it. It's not that I don't trust Weebly or PayPal or Amazon. It's I don't trust emails coming into my inbox. Do you have a pendant-sized dragonfly mold for glass yet? I do not, Penny. I didn't know that was a thing.
Etsy?
Do I sell on Etsy? I do not. We used to. We still technically have an Etsy account with a few things that we had paid to sell on there. They're digital templates that haven't expired yet, but we sell everything that we used to sell on Etsy, all of our digital templates and stuff, we sell on our website, backtoearthcreations.com, which, by the way, I wanted to show you guys, we have some cabs for sale, and I wanted to give you guys a video tour of them so that you can see how shimmery and pretty they are.
And I'm like, we do?
We do.
Which ones?
I don't know. The cabs for sale?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
I saw shaped ones on the site you get your fit from. Yeah, there's some of those that it's it's really pretty, but I just don't know. And we've been investing into the very basic stuff to start with, teardrops, rounds, squares, those sorts of things. Abby says, my stepdad works in IT security, and he always tells people at work not to click on links from PayPal, banks, shopping websites, etc. Yeah, it's just don't click that link, you guys, unless it's an email from us that's clearly a YouTube URL
or
to come watch our videos, or an auction link to our website. I'm not scamming you, I promise. They have really cool ladies face one too. Ooh, at least you have a line, unlike some. You have principles. Yeah. Dollar bills. Oops, I make them with needles wrapped around them. Ah, right on. I made you bleed. I'm sorry.
What?
You're bleeding?
Yeah, again?
I was trying. Can I tell them?
I don't know. What are you
I was cutting Randy's ear hair and I almost cut his ear off. He's been bleeding out of his ear all morning, but I missed because I've got really bad depth perception and he won't just go to a barber. So, right on, Daniel. Okay, so let's take a look at over here.
Is your thing over there?
No, I thought it was.
I need this table still.
Oh, that table's gonna live there now, honey.
No, it's not. We had this conversation yesterday.
But that's where I'm gonna be prepping up the molds and stuff.
That's not where it needs to live.
Thank you for bringing me your tray, honey. I agree with you, but I don't have a better spot for it. Oh, let me move these piles of chopped up glass real quick. I don't know why I'm like this. Okay.
That was a bunch of messages.
What? They have things for that kind of grooming. They do have that, but they don't we've tried. And sometimes you just need scissors. Could have been worse. Could have been using the garden shears. What? Is that beautiful red orange donut going on the site? What donut? I don't know. Maybe we'll have to see. A lot of them have already gone to their new homes in our craft kits, though. What happened to the glass beads that you didn't add mold release to? Did you get the glass out? They are still sitting very comfortably in that mold.
And they will for like the next 2 months.
They'll be there for probably the next 2 months, until we've gotten far enough ahead on cab production that we have the kiln open again for other like experimental stuff, like reclaiming that mold and doing a couple of other things. Cutting his hair with garden shears. Gotcha. Could someone go to the fridge and get me some chocolate, please? Oh, chocolate sounds so good. Oh my god, how many more of those that got stuck? We did. And I think some of them got posted to the site. So like this one here is one of the pieces, and it has some beauty. It's just not focusing. I'm gonna go grab the tripod. I'll be back.
Rebel, go shop now.
Do what?
Daniel.
Nice. Ooh, almost missed the chair. Okay. Flipping this around. There we go. But yeah, I absolutely love our plant corner, as it's been kind of modified a bit, and that pothos is doing really well. And it's just, I don't know, I very much like changing up the craft room every couple of months as things evolve. How are the girls? Oh, my chickens are doing great. Some of the younger ones are
like, Maddie and Abby?
I didn't know if she was talking about Maddie and Abby, my boobs, or the chickens. So I went with the chickens. So I think Maddie and Abby are doing well. We have no houseplants. I would die to have like 10 plants. Hey, Phil. All right, on. Okay, so this is, there we go. That's a much better capture of the dichro. Because it's just hard to capture it in pictures for on the website. But this is one that's kind of that same root beer blend of like citrines or ambers. And these ones are a little bit more expensive, but that's because there's a lot of dichro in there. Right on, Daniel. I've actually gained 40 pounds since some of my older vlogs and stuff, whenever I had lost 30 pounds. So it's like a lose 30, gain 40 game. Ooh, we've got these guys that are great for like earrings or finger rings or little mini pendants. It's a 2G. Another sister piece to those ones.
Oh, no, I don't think that one made it to the website.
Which one's that?
The ones that was popping out of the molds on Saturday's lecture.
No, they haven't. Those went into people's craft kits. There's that one. Ooh, I love this. I can't believe this one hasn't found a new home yet. Check out the shimmer in that dichro, you guys. Ooh. You said Abby, so my chicken or a bob? Oh, it's our niece, Abigail. He lives in Texas. I really like that one. Possibly Rebel. And I'm not being vague to be mysterious. I genuinely have no idea. Love, love, love this giant green one. All that dichro. And shimmer, too. And that's why these ones are a little bit more expensive, is there's a whole bunch of green aventurine in there. The glass, not the gemstone, as well as the dichro. And then we have some of our red cabs that I love, all the cells that happened in these. Hey, Nancy, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Natalie says, have you sent out the boxes yet?
Yep.
Yes.
I'd which ones you're talking about.
If you're a patron or if you've signed up in the past, like prior to this morning, we have sent your craft kit out to you.
You signed up prior to 2:00.
Right? Also, we have one more electroformed copper piece up for sale on the website as well. So these are just like little peeks at some of them. Oh gosh, I love this one. They start at, I think the least expensive we had on the website was $4 and work their way up from there. So right on, Daniel. And we do new shop updates every week. So that's something that what's up, babe?
We also do shop updates. We don't do shop updates.
We do. As we do. We're jellical. They are a little bit heavier. Right on, Elizabeth. Very good. We like to get them shipped out just right away if we can. On the heavier pieces like that, I like to do a counterweight in the back. So I'll do like a large bead or something hanging off the back of the necklace to make it be a little bit more balanced. They also look really great as like on the flap of a purse. That way it, she said doo-doo. I love you guys so much. That way it can kind of weight down like on a leather purse or something. It can add a little bit of weight to keep that purse flap closed. And they're pretty durable. So unless you're like bludgeoning people with your purse, which I'm not gonna judge,
I mean, it might be.
I'm pretty rough on purses, so but they hold up pretty well. Might be Thanksgiving. Penny says there are 2 right now, but I don't want to buy them, and then one more again in a few days. We haven't quite figured out how to combine shipping in a way that isn't complicated on the website. And we've been shipping stuff out so immediately, like typically same day shipping is what we shoot for. So we don't often hold on to packages to get them like to do combined shipping, like if that makes sense. But it's something that we found. Rebel can tell you firsthand that if you wait around even for a little bit, a lot of the cabs that you're looking at will have already found their new home. So I'm pretty excited about that. Just had a quick peek, and yes, 'tis moon shaped. The fused glass is a ton of fun. Okay. Oh gosh, what were we doing? I'm gonna drink some water real quick. Q&A time. Hey Tammy, do you guys have any questions that I might be able to answer for you real quick?
Well, how are the chickens?
They're doing super good. Some of the youngest ones have started laying, though they haven't quite gotten to where the shell is fully developed, which is very, very off-putting to go and think that you're grabbing an egg, but it's soft. Right on, Nancy. Yeah, being rough on purses, like I lose purses more than anything. So if I'm not carrying like a duffel bag or a backpack, I lose it or just like am constantly bashing it into stuff, which I should make myself a little leather backpack purse. A little leather backpack purse.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
Bye, Jim. Feed them some oyster shell. And we scatter oyster shell in their pen where they graze. We give them more like dried out eggshells to get that calcium up. It's just they're just not in full production yet. So glad I was able to catch another live. Right on, Pam.
It's like, stay in the yard.
We're glad you were able to join us. Yeah. Bok. I want to know how you get your eyeliner wings so perfect. They're not, though. It's all an illusion. Like, they started out way shorter and way thinner. The wings did. And then I just kept kind of filling them in till they matched. But thank you. I'm glad that you think that I did good on them because they're a mess. Like a lot of eye makeup remover too. Okay, so I'm going back in here. Gonna try to tidy up a little bit more. But yeah, this is our glass station and we're trying to figure out how to have a table to work at that isn't just like protrudingly in the way. Oh, thank you, Randy. And I'm trying to get that organized a little bit. I really like those drawers from Sterilite. Are really helping a lot.
Most stuff there is where it needs to be.
Yeah, it's just on those 3 shelves in particular, it really needs organized, as well as the top 2 shelves on that back wall.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get it figured out. But a lot of it is to have all the frit over here. Whenever I start working on cabs, bringing it all the stuff that I'm using over to the table.
I understand that, but this needs to be broken down and put away when not in use.
I agree with you, except for I don't know when it's not going to be in use.
Well, right now it's not in use.
I have a suggestion. What if we get that 4-foot cleared off and broken down, and that little table that we used to use for henna that's by you, if we get that cleared off and use that, because that's much easier for me to set up and break down by myself.
I would love that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
But that way I have a work surface that's specific for glass that can be over there, because we can break it down and just tuck it away.
That sounds perfect.
High five. Teamwork. Sweet, we got that figured out. Sorry, we didn't mean to fight on camera.
Oh, God.
That's the closest we get to fighting, though.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Why do you hate me? Well, and it's specifically, I know why he hates me, is because if he doesn't be like, babe, we gotta get this table cleaned up and broken down, it'll turn into this. It's been there for 2 weeks. Callie's so cute, you guys. But no, and so I'm like, okay, I know it's not a disaster yet, but it could be. It could be so gloriously disastrous. He's like, calm down, Chaos. We gotta. Oh. Hey, Wendy. Will you make more coffee for me to drink?
Sure.
Right now? Really?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I gotta take it to you?
Let me bring him my coffee cup. I don't know how I live under this kind of neglect.
Me either.
Are you punishing me because I tried to cut your ear off?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Who's Wendy? That man spoils me beyond what is reasonable, you guys. Like, I don't know what I did to earn or deserve this. I mean, I tried to cut his ear off. Like, not on purpose, though. Oh, I hate Gene. Really? We must have, like, some smacking loud kisses. Okay. So we got a thing made. We wire wrapped. Y'all, we did a thing. So now... what are we going to do next? I was going to demonstrate coiling around the on a wire. Let me go grab my tripod. The salon that I went to had their ring light on wheels, and I was like, ah, oh, this is amazing. Randy Von Gogh. Well, I try to spoil him back, but life's too short to not spoil the people you love. Nancy's like, he's got another ear. Hey, Natasha, how's it going? Okay, so whenever on this on a wire aluminum that's so super soft, I'm going to show you the trick that I use for whenever I'm going to be coiling. Typically, I try to have it be a project that I know roundabout how much wire I'm going to need. So from here, I'm going to do 1 arm span, 2 full arm span. Actually, Gene, I am going to be making pie for Randy today. We got a new pie pan, which I'm really excited about. Though I couldn't.
I'm more excited about the potential personal pizzas.
Oh yeah, do you want pie and pizzas today? I mean, we can.
I know we're adults.
I've mistreated you. I think we will have pie and pizza today, just because we were too busy knowing that we could, that we didn't know if we should. Oh boy. But I was hoping to find a pie pan that had like a lid. That way I could just put the whole pie in the fridge and keep the fridge out of it. Like, you know what I mean? But Walmart, which is our only real selection around here. I didn't look on Amazon though. I could probably try to find one on Amazon. I don't know if y'all can hear the squirting of the Keurig, just that squelchy noise that it makes. So whenever I'm weaving, or not weaving, but coiling, I just coil on the top 2 inches.
You're just gonna grab scissors and come at me going, I'm on go, give me your ears.
Blueberry pie, Tim, is what I'm going to be making Randy today. Lend me your ears as I cut them off. Oh, her little meow. Do you want apple this time?
Yeah, let's do apple.
Oh, my bad. We're having apple this time from pie filling that I had canned up earlier in the year. Do you have a tutorial on making a crown for a doll? I don't, but that's a really good idea. What style of doll? So by just doing the coiling, thank you for the coffee, Randy. He says. Gosh, apple would be really good. Do you want me to do like a crumble crisp on top? Okay. Oh, we ate all the vanilla ice cream though. What are we gonna do? Oh, you guys. Look at that, Randy. Randy, I love you. It's hard work being a Randy with no sympathy from anyone. If it's not me bothering him, it's the cat. Right, pour the kiln, the seller sending. Really, Rebel? Oh, that's fantastic. What seller did you go with? That's like top-notch customer service. Just a little squatch pillow for the Cali cat. Okay. So I tried to zoom in. It's actually a small statue of Toothless. Right on. Oh my gosh, Cynthia. That is sweltering. Okay, so whenever I'm using this very soft wire, because if you grip it too hard, it does this. And so you don't want to have to constantly be trying to readjust your wire. So I just focus on coiling near the tip and then pushing it down. Coil, 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 coil. I do not recommend this wire in a drill. It is way too soft. Like it'll get away from you real quick. And in my experience, you might be more stable with it than I am, but it's always good to practice good technique. So do what, love?
Sharp cheddar cheese melted on top of apple pie.
With like a cinnamon crumble, would that be good? I've never had that, Penny. Huh. Coffee anytime with a kiss. Can confirm.
Well, that sounds like a lie.
Randy says that sounds like a lie. No, he's a very good person, and I love him for that. Because in a world where you can be anything, he chose to be kind and patient. And man, I challenge him every day with his patience. Like, I know I push that man to his limits. But he's still, for 15 years, he's been patient and kind. And that's the best. Sharp cheddar goes with apples. I will have to try that.
I don't know if we have sharp cheddar right now.
I think we have like a cheese stick or two left.
I bought some provolone yesterday.
You did. I don't think provolone's the same as sharp cheddar, though.
No,
Okay. Hey, Gary. Pixels to go with your pixie. Yeah, I don't know why it's being so...
Because you turned it and zoomed it in on me.
Yeah, probably.
It's the curse of the squatch.
Curse of the Squatch. Yeah, I got Randy on video, so now it's acting up. We'll have to collect more data as required to see if that's causation or correlation. Aw, well, thanks, Nancy. Only sharp cheater. That's awesome. But yeah, so as you can see, the wire here as we keep just coiling along, um, is still nice and straight back here where I haven't been holding it. But the idea is you make the coil and then you push it down to where the wire's still quite nice. And that way you're only buggering up your wire here towards the end. Oh no, so is it super pixely on yours too, babe?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well let me try something.
That's a nice ceiling.
That's a nice ceiling.
Nope.
Still all pixely? Well, dang it.
Like you can't tell that that's coiled at all. It just looks like
Really? Well, heck. Well, I'm so sorry for the low quality, you guys. I don't know if there's a whole lot I can do about that. Um, Daniel says I could see each coil for a second. Ah, okay. Well, the concept, I promise you, I'm coiling on this, and then you just scooch it down to where it's nice and well, congratulations, Mark. So you just scoot your coiling down to where the wire's nice. So that's the technique that I use for whenever I'm coiling around this wire, though I don't necessarily recommend it for weaving because it holds the bends so much. Um okay. Well, seeing as how it's super duper acting up, for the last couple of minutes, let's do some Q&A, something that doesn't need visual details. Oh, that's some good stuff. I really like that. I like that a lot. That is good. Oh, and I want apple pie now.
gotta get ice cream and sharp cheddar.
Yeah. Well, we've got to go. We've got to hit the grocery store anyhow. We'll probably have leftover Alfredo, and then go to the store because I refuse to grocery shop hungry. Do what?
And more than biscuits.
I do not. We'll have to get more of that biscuit mix.
Oh.
I made him cheddar biscuits, and yeah, I spoil him. I spoil you, right, babe?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Bye, Galen. Thanks for hanging out. Um, Currently at roughly 360p. Oof, it's like watching 70s TV. Cynthia's like, stop talking about pie. um, oh. Valerie asks, what is the Zen music in your Monster vlogs? That is me from like 3 years ago, maybe 4, messing about on my guitar. An interesting fact, I have not improved on the guitar since then because I have not practiced because I'm a bum. But I really, like, I want so badly. Like, that's going to be one of my regrets in 20 years. Is I did not apply myself to music because I love it, but I just don't make the time for it. I really need to work on that. Oh, thanks, Valerie. I'm glad you like it.
That's a good question.
What's that? Who? Rebel? Okay. She says, can you refire a cab, or does it need to be broken up into frit first? Can you leave a cab in a mold and add more frit than reuse? Typically, Rebel, yes, but I take it out of the mold, reapply kiln wash, like clean the cab really well, then put it back in and add more frit. Oftentimes, if I've filled a mold but I didn't put enough in it, I'll fire it and then reapply the kiln wash, clean it up, put it back in, and then put in a little bit more frit. That way, it'll like be thicker or be more the shape that I wanted it to be. Um, but yeah, I've fused and fused and refused glass like all the ding dong day. Like it seems to be just fine. I know, Penny, there's only so many hours in the day. I've kind of almost stopped using social media altogether, and that's given Randy and I times to go on walks. like it's freed up probably 2 to 3 hours a day of just, I don't get on Pinterest, I don't get on TikTok, I don't get on Instagram except for to, like I have a timer that if I hit the 10-minute mark, I have to finish up what I'm doing and get off of Instagram. Um, and just because I find myself like feeling like tired and dazed in between projects and then getting on Instagram just to scroll, and then like 45 minutes later, like I've accomplished nothing. I just feel tired. Like I, don't even, it doesn't even show me the people that I follow. So it's like, I'm not getting to see what I want to see. And I want to be more intentional with my free time. And I think I've said this before, but, I don't want to just unplug. I want to plug in and recharge. And that's something that I need something other than social media to, like, because sometimes I feel plugged in and I feel inspired by what I'm looking at, um, but that does not happen frequently enough for me to justify being able to spend 45 minutes a day on social media. So tapping the filled molds. Ooh. Phyllis says you need more things to do, busy lady. Well, yeah, always. Well, and it's, I want to do more things that are like, I want to cuddle my dogs more. I want to hang out with Randy more. I want to talk to my friends more often. I want to, and to me, playing music is like hanging out with an old friend. To play a song that I haven't played in years and years is like join Facebook to keep up with my kids, and that's the best way to utilize social media, I think. Ah, right on. That's a good point, Patty. Tapping the mold might settle the frit a little bit, give you more room. That's a good idea. Spiraling fish, the Instagram rabbit hole too. Yep. Jean asks, does Randy know how to sew? It's not that he's not allowed near my sewing machines, but last time he used a sewing machine, it caught on fire. And this was in high school?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I did what I was told.
Like, Randy's not the type of person to exaggerate. I personally was not there, but I had the same home ec teacher, and she did talk about somebody setting one of the machines on fire. But I'm like, I don't even know what he could have done. It had to have been something maybe wrong with the wiring inside the machine, or maybe or just something. There had to have been something, but I ain't risking it. And he doesn't have a lot of interest in sewing, and he does so much anyways that I'm not going to push him too much into something that, um, he helps me cut out patterns. He's helped me pin stuff together before. He has actually been a very patient mannequin for me. Before I had dress forms, he would let me actually put the belly dance outfits that we would make on him.
I made him look good.
He made him look good. And that's, I'm like, if I can make Randy and I look good in these belly dance outfits, when people would walk by and they're like, oh, I could never wear that, I'm like, honey, you have no idea how flattering this is. Like, but he'd let me like put it on so that I could see how far it is the chain drape and stuff. And um so yeah. So if Randy's not like, if he's like, no, I'm not gonna do that, I don't push. But dodgy wiring, overheated bulb, and not cleaned out. It had to have been Daniel, but it was. Did he have matching tassels? No, Daniel. Mm. That is really good coffee. Jean says, LOL, get off my scissors. Oh no. No, and I trust Randy to he knows, like, he's very good around tools and stuff, like actually better than I am. Like, I'm more likely to pick up my sewing scissors and use them on paper than he is. So uh was it Mark won the giveaway?
Yeah.
What was the last name?
Leamy.
Leamy. Leamy? Leamy? I don't know how to pronounce that, but Mark did. So Barney Butt. Well, that's a first. There we go. foot pedal caught fire while I was out of the room, and I suddenly heard the machine start sewing on its own. Not today, Satan! Like, okay, you said for 50 years, and that has never happened. And I figured it had to have been something. Mannequin, you need to be bringing him coffee. I make him pie. I make him homemade pizza. All sorts of stuff. I spoil him in ways that.
What do you mean? I have to make my own pizza still. Yeah, like, come put what you want on it.
Well, it's supposed to be fun to like make your own pizza. I'll make you your own pizza today. How does that sound?
Alright, we'll see.
Okay. Because we're going to do, we got.
You make it right.
No. Thinking about putting spinach on it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Okay. Bye, Angie. Thanks for hanging out. Need pics for proof. And that was part of the deal. He's like, don't get pictures of me in this belly dance outfit. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That was pre-blogging days, though. Now I'm like, honey, you can't write this kind of content. I've got to get video of you in the belly dance outfit. Jean says, I take my pizza out of the freezer. Is that homemade? Yeah. Oh, well, hey, kitty. She just slammed herself against the tripod. Okay, it's 2:01. I've got to get this coffee into my body while it's still hot and go about and do things in the outside world. Actually, I've got to shoot a couple of tutorials. So, okay, recap real quick of everything that's going on. We've got a shop update. So if you want to include some of our artwork in your artwork, head on over there and see if any of them call to you. We do shop updates every week. Sign up for our newsletter if you are interested in getting email notifications whenever we have live streams, shop updates, tutorials, things like that. That way you don't have to rely on YouTube. We can get notifications emailed directly to you from us. We also have our new Craft Along Club hosted on our website. So if you are interested in participating in that, for everybody's first month, whether they're a prior subscriber on paid month, and that's until the end of 2020. So that's cool. Also,
if it's not past, or if it's past 2020, sorry.
Yeah, if it's past 2020.
Happen this year.
Huh?
Something good has to happen.
Something good has to happen this year, and it is free cabs from us. Double cab kits though. So, what else is there? We are having our auction not this Friday, but next Friday, August 28th. And then we'll kind of find out from y'all if y'all prefer us having our auctions on like the third Friday of the month or the last Friday of the month. Like, I don't know yet. So we're still trying to feel that out.
I think next month we're busy, right? So we have to fit it in where we can.
Maybe we'll see about that. We do have our calendar posted on our website, backtoearthcreations.com. You just scroll down at the homepage and our calendar of events is there, and it's updated every month, or basically anytime that there's new stuff, we update it. If you have any questions or problems with anything, just send us an email at backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com. What else is there? We'll be posting a new tutorial this Sunday, and it premieres at noon. So if you guys like how we're live chatting right now, like in like the text and stuff, we do that for like the first, like if it's a 20-minute long video, we do that for 20 minutes during the premiere. But Randy and I are hanging out in chat up to 30 minutes to an hour prior to that. Is there still subscriber auction hour? There is, and that's something that whenever you sign up, you'll get the email notification for that too. We post daily vlog content, except for Tuesdays. We take Tuesdays off because it's a live stream day, but we've been posting daily vlogs for like 3 weeks now over on the Vonster vlogs. If you guys want to hang out more, see Randy and I use, what did we call them, snot socks?
Yeah.
They were like a foot mask. I don't know. We just, if you guys want to see what we're up to and kind of hang out, we do anywhere from 5 to 20 minute long vlogs every day over on the Vonster vlog, and you get a whole lot of behind the scenes stuff that we just don't post to our main channel anymore. A lot of garden stuff and things like that. And I think that is everything. Maybe. Rebel says, thank you so much for your inspiration. Oh, you got me feeling like a youngin' again. You've got this, Rebel. Like, I'm honored to be a part of y'all's crafty experience. So just the fact that you guys are here hanging out with us and sharing your experience with us, like, y'all inspire us. So please keep doing what you're doing. because you're making the world a more crafty place, and I love that. Well, hey, pretty kitty.
I don't know what was in the socks, but it made all of my bug bites just
Yeah,
fire.
and it didn't say anything about don't use. Uh, Face vigorously. Hi, hey, Fit. We were just leaving. But thank you guys. Yeah, the socks they were okay. It would have been nicer to just have done a foot soak. I think, but sometimes you have to try something new. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and we will see y'all in Saturday's member exclusive stream, as well as Sunday's tutorial. So until then, y'all, happy crafting. Bye.